Hi, Steve Stine here again, and to continue celebrating the release of my video Thunder Rock Riffs, what we're going to do now is take this whole thing we've been writing, to a whole nother level by adding a melody. We're going to add a lead line to this, so check this out. One of the most important things about creating your riff is making things that are catchy to the ear. And that could be done with simple chords. You don't need all kinds of different things, but sometimes what helps is to add a lead line over the top. And this is just one of the many things we're going to be talking about in the Thunder Rock Riffs course, is how to create a basic riff, how to layer onto that riff, how to create lead lines onto the riff. So let's take a look at this and see what I'm doing here. Because the riff is in the key of A, and it has kind of a blues rock and roll feel, I'm using the scale of A minor pentatonic to play this. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the 8th fret of the 2nd string with my 3rd finger. I'm going to do a bend right there. And if you can add a vibrato on it, it makes it sound even cooler. So I'm going to bend that up a whole step. Then what I'm going to do is just do this descension lick where I'm going to play 5, 5, 8. So I'm playing 5 on the 1st string, 5 on the 2nd string, 8 on the 2nd string. And then what I'm going to do is head to another bend. I'm going to go to the 3rd string 7th fret with my ring finger. I'm going to bend that up a whole step as well. So it looks like this. After I do that little bend, I'm going to bring it back down. And I'm going to head over to the 5th fret right here. Okay, so I have... And then what I'm going to do is bend it back up in the air, the 7th fret. I'm going to bend it a second time. And then I'm going to hold it a little bit. So this is how the beginning of that lead line looks. And then what I like to do is I'll add on the vibrato. Now on that second one, I'm not going to add vibrato because I have to leave right away. So what I'm going to do is a traditional kind of pull-off lick. I've bent the 7th fret up in the air. I'm going to bring it back down, do a pull-off to the 5th fret. Okay, so this sounds... Okay, so we've got the bend on 8, vibrato if you can add that. Then we've got this walk down, 5, 5, 8, and then we do this lick. And then we're going to play 7 and 5 on the 4th string. And I'm going to pick both of those. You'll see I'm adding a little vibrato onto the 5 if you'd like to do that. So putting the whole thing together so you can see what it sounds like. Now you see, as I play it up to speed, what I want you to notice is how fast that pull-off actually is right here. See that? So you got to be able to bend it up, bring it back down, do the pull-off, and then play the 7 and 5. Okay, so one more time, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just returning back up again. I'm going to play 7th fret of the 5th string with my 3rd finger, which is E, up to the G right here, the 5th fret, and then up to the 7th fret, which is A. And again, I'm adding a vibrato. I add a lot of vibrato. It doesn't mean you have to add them, but if you like the sound of it, go ahead and give it a try. So this is my entire phrase. Okay, and I do that twice. Now the second time when I end it, I still have a little bit of space, so what I do is I just add in another dissension line pentatonically, and I do this. Okay, so what I'm doing is playing 5 of the 4th string to 7 of the 5th string to 5 of the 5th string, sliding down to 3, and then I'm going to play the A, the 6th fret of the 6th string, or excuse me, 5th fret of the 6th string, twice. So now let me play the first section of the lead line, and then the ending, the tag we'll call this, okay? So I'm just adding da 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 da. Okay, so that's how you create a lead line. Now we're going to talk about the whys and the hows in Thunder Rock Riffs as to the selections that I'm making, the reasons I'm doing certain notes. On the surface, it looks like I'm just playing pentatonic, which is true, but I'm very much keeping in mind the fact that the chords are changing and the notes that I'm emphasizing within the context of my little lead line here are collaborating with those notes that are being played in the chorus. So that's very, very important to creating an effective melody in your lead line. So one more time, let's play it together, okay? So we're going to go up to the 8th fret of the 2nd string, and let's do this together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, now you've got the tab available to look at this, but please remember, half the fun of what we're doing here is I want you to think about the riff that you started creating in video 1, and what you did with that, and then in video 2 we started layering. Well, now here in video 3 we're starting to create a melody, a lead line to put over the top. So if you are so inclined, what I'd like you to do is keep adding these on, and then remember, post a link to it so I can hear it, I can see you, you could make a video of you playing over it, whatever it is that you'd like to do. You can use that original drum and bass track back on the first video to make whatever kind of riff you want. Second video, we talk about layering it a little bit. Now in the third video, we're talking about playing a lead line. And if you know pentatonic, this is the pentatonic in case you don't know this. I'm playing 5-8, 5-7, 5-7, 5-7, 5-8, and 5-8. So a really easy way to start off a basic lead line is just to use those notes and just make something that you think sounds kind of cool. Think about the rhythm that's being played. Think about phrasing. Those are all obviously things that we'll talk about in Thunder Rock Riffs because those are really important things to know how to do. But I'm very excited to hear what kind of things that you can come up with. So you could record yourself playing my tracks if you want to, and let me hear them. You could post your own video, whatever kind of crazy guitar riff you're coming up with the things we've been talking about, and let me see them, let me hear them. And remember, if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to post them so I can respond to them and help you out. So have a great day, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.